Are you struggling to fill your treasure in Manor Lords? Today I'm going to show you 5 game-changing strategies that will skyrocket your wealth in the game. If you don't know yet, the main way to get regional resources in the game is through trading. In order to export goods, you need to get the most from your natural resources such as iron, clay, berries, hides and more. In today's guide, we're going to delve into the best ways to utilize your resources. And yes, even when there aren't some rich deposits. Some basics before we start. In Manor Lords there are 3 steps you need to make before you start to export your goods. Number 1 is to start harvesting the specific resource you want to rely on. Number 2 is to craft the goods you can get from this resource. And number 3 is to start the exporting process through your trading office. Let me know down in the comments if you want a specific guide on how trading works in the game and how to maximize its efficiency. But before that, here are the best ways to get rich in the game. In number 1 we will start with the easiest way. If you start a new save and you get a rich clay deposit, then I have some great news. This is by far the easiest start to get rich in the game, as you're going to get a lot of money just from selling clay roofs. In order to start this process, you need to build a mining pit inside the clay deposit and then build the clay furnace to get the roofs from. In this case, you could export the roofs for 8 coins a piece, which is one of the highest exporting prices you can get. Money! Pay attention, this system might be problematic once you're exporting too much roofs and the prices will reach to 1 coin a piece due to market flood. In that case, you might want a backup plan that we will discuss in the other ways to get rich. But don't be afraid, cause every time I use this system I reached at least 1000 coins before I flooded the market. Next up we have the rich iron deposit. In that case we are more flexible in the export process. Here we're going to build a mine inside the iron deposit and then we're adding 2 buildings instead of 1 like the previous system. These buildings are the bloomery and the smithy. The bloomery will provide iron slabs which can be exported for 4 coins, and then the smithy will provide us with tools that can be exported for 6 coins. When you finish these setups you're good to go, but there is another upgrade for this system, as you can unlock the armorer node in the research tab that will provide you the ability to craft other goods through the blacksmith. Now don't be confused, the blacksmith is a completely different thing, as it's a mortgage plot extension. This will provide you the ability to make tools, helmet and a lot of other expensive stuff. In that case you'll have a great and diverse supplies to export. The best thing about this method is that you won't flood the market with one product, in contrast to the previous method which only relies on roofs. Our third way is going to rely on the rich berries deposit. Here we're going to craft dyes, and a lot of them from the berries that we're going to harvest. In this system you must pay attention to your resources carefully, as you might find your villagers starving during the winter. I suggest to put 2 or 3 families in the forager hut as soon as you can in order to maximize the harvesting efficiency. The reason for that is that the berries deposit is renewed during the spring, and if you don't put enough workforce into the hut you won't maximize your ability to get the maximum berries. In addition, you can unlock the forest management development node that will double our berries capacity in the deposit. Now, in order for the system to work, you're going to need the forager hut for the berries and then build the dyer's workshop that will convert the berries into dyes. Dyes can be exported for 4 coins, and in addition you can upgrade the system if you convert your mortgage plots into tailor's shop. In the tailor's shop you'll be able to produce clothes that require 1 linen and 1 dye, or you could produce cloaks that require 1 yarn and 1 dye. If you succeed in accomplishing this method, then flooding the market is not an option, and it's a great way to rule the market. Before continuing, if you like the video so far, drop a sub and a like so I can keep making this kind of content. We're almost at the end. Our 4th way to get rich in Manor Lord is based on hides. In here we're getting rich animal inhabitants at the start of our save. In order to maximize this system, there is a number of things we need to do before exporting. For starters, deploy families at the hunting camp after building it. Then, aim to put 2 points toward pelt extraction in the development section. This will give us 2 things. Number 1, our hunters will be able to lay down traps that will give us passive income from meat using the trapping node. Number 2, after unlocking the pelt extraction node, we're going to get passive income of pelt from traps, and that will boost our hide supply in the village. Our next step is to build goat sheds in all of our mortgage plots in the village. This will provide us with more passive income of hides. Then we're going to build the tannery in order to craft leather. At that stage we can already start our exporting process and we can start to sell the leather for 6 coins, but it's not over yet. Our final goal is to build a number of cobbler shops that will transform our leather into shoes that can be sold for 8 coins. On top of that, in the case that you are flooding the market, you can start exporting hides for 4 coins while stopping the other supplies from being sold. This will complete our exporting system without the need to stop. At last, our fifth and last way to get rich in the game is the all-around system. In this system, we only get rich stone deposit that will not help us through trading because stone is only exported for 1 coin. For this, we can't rely on other deposits, because we want them for our village and we don't have enough from them to export without using them. So let's start. As soon as you arrange your village completely with the basic needs, build your farmhouse and your plots. At the first year, grow the crops that have the highest growth rate. Normally it's wheat. I usually build massive plots and I focus my workforce for that reason, since it's the main source of income I'm going to get. Our next goal is to build a mill and a communal oven when the autumn is about to start. This will provide us the ability to produce flour and bread which can be sold for 3 and 4 coins, which is a great start. Next, when money starts to flow into our village, we want to add to all of our mortgage plots goat sheds that will provide us some passive income of hides. Then, just like in the fourth way, we're going to rely on leather and shoes. Our last stage of this system is to upgrade some of our mortgage plots into Fletcher's shop. That will provide us with bows which can be sold for 5 coins at the trade center. At that stage, our system is functioning great and we are on our way to become rich. Of course, you can also add a lot of other sources of income, but this is the stage where you can start to focus on other things. And this is it, guys. These are the best ways to get rich in Manor Lords. Remember, you can implement every system onto another and you don't have to rely on only one of them. But these are the best ways to start exporting when you're given a certain situation in the beginning. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know down in the comments if you got any other topics you want me to cover. Until next time.